Hello everyone. Myself Dr. Veena RS, Associate Professor, Department of ISC, Danan Sagar Academy of Technology and Management, Bangalore. Welcome to the lecture video on Lab Program 6 of Object-Oriented Programming with Java. Subject code BCS306A for third semester under VTU 2022 scheme. So Lab Program 6 problem statement goes something like this. Develop a Java program to create an abstract class shape with abstract methods, calculate area and calculate perimeter. Create subclasses circle and triangle that extend the shape class and implement the respective methods to calculate the area and perimeter of each shape. So as far as this problem statement is concerned, in the previous lab program, that is lab number 5, we have also seen the similar type of program where we had created a class called as shape and we had inherited it with 3 subclasses, that is circle, triangle and square. And draw and erase methods we had overridden and overridden in the particular classes, and we have executed the program. Same like here in this lab program 6, you have to create an abstract class called as shape, and it should have 2 abstract methods called as calculate area and calculate perimeter. And you have to create 2 subclasses named circle and triangle that is extended from the class shape and implement the same respective methods, that is calculate area and calculate perimeter in these 2 subclasses to calculate the area of respective shape and calculate perimeter of the respective shape. So to analyze this particular problem, first we will see just the introduction part of the abstract class and abstract method, and then we'll go ahead with the program. So what do you mean by abstract class? Abstract class, it's one of the way to achieve abstraction. So when we say abstract class is one of the way to achieve abstraction, we should also know that what is abstraction. So abstraction is a process of hiding the implementation details and showing only the functionality to the user. So we say that any functionality only to be visible to the user, but what internally the implementation is going on, what is the process of implementation that is not known to the user. So actual implementation or internal implementation details are hidden, and we are going to show only the main functionality to the user. And that process of hiding the implementation is called as abstraction. Just to go with example, you can say that we all are very much familiar with sending the messages. So sending SMS where you type the text and send the message. But the internal processing about the message delivery is definitely not known to us. Being the user, we only know that we will type the text and send the message, but internally how it works, that implementation details are hidden from the user. So that process is called as abstraction. And abstract class allows you to achieve the abstraction, something like this. So abstract class, when we talk about abstract class is declared with abstract as a keyword. Every class will not be called as an abstract class. The class definition should precede with a keyword called as abstract. Then only the class will be called as abstract class. It can have, that is abstract class can have methods with body and without body. And whenever you say the abstract methods are concerned, abstract methods are the methods without the body. That means only the declaration of the method will exist and the actual definition of a method will be overridden in the subclass. And one more point, you should keep it in your mind that abstract classes, whenever you create, you cannot instantiate those classes. What do you mean by cannot instantiate is you cannot create the object of abstract class. So it only deals with the basic implementation details, which can be overridden by the methods in the given subclasses, and you can use those implementation details there in the subclass. So this is the basic concept about the abstraction and the abstract class. So we can see here, as far as the problem statement is concerned, and before we actually go to the problem statement as well, after knowing what is abstraction and abstract class, let us know the syntax of abstract class as well. So whenever the class definition is preceded with the keyword that is abstract, you call it as that class is abstract, and you will not be able to create the object of that particular class. You should also know what is the syntax of abstract method. We say that the class is an abstract class if it contains at least one abstract method and n number of non-abstract methods as well. So how to make use of or how to declare an abstract method in the abstract class is you have to write the keyword as abstract followed by return type, followed by name of the method, and you can pass the arguments if you want to pass it. Otherwise, default method can also be taken into consideration. And this entire statement is terminated by semicolon. That means we don't have the definition of this particular method. So we say that abstract method is a method without definition, without the body of it. Only the declaration will exist. So, and if this declaration of a method as an abstract method exists within the class, that class has to be declared as an abstract class, for which we cannot create an object. So with respect to problem statement, we will just visualize it with a diagram. So problem statement says that there is a class, abstract class named as shape. So we have just drawn shape as a class. And what are the members of that shape class is calculate area and calculate perimeter, because we have to override these two methods in the subclasses of the shape class. Because when we say shape class is an abstract class, these two methods will be called as abstract methods, that is calculate area and calculate perimeter. That means the body of these methods will not exist within the shape class. So where exactly the definition or a body of a method will exist is in the subclass, not in the superclass or not in the abstract class. That means there should be some inheritance to happen from this abstract class to the subclasses, so that you can override these methods and you can define the actual meaning with respect to the subclass. There is an inheritance between shape and two subclasses, that is circle and triangle. As far as problem statement is concerned, it says there is a shape named abstract class which contains the abstract methods as calculate area and calculate perimeter. There are two subclasses which are inherited from shape class, that is circle and triangle, and we should override calculate area and calculate perimeter methods in the subclasses, that is circle and triangle. So this is actually the visualization of the given problem statement, which we have to convert it into the program. So to make it more clear with, I will just go ahead writing the step-by-step code as well in after the visualization, something like this. I'll say, now this is what the visualization diagram we have analyzed and we have drawn it. So this particular flow and this particular diagram, if I write it in the form of the code or the syntax, you say that that is nothing but a Java program which you can execute and check what the output of program is. So what is the first step here is we have to create a superclass, and superclass, name of the superclass is what? Shape. And it is also saying that shape is an abstract class. So how do you write a code for creating a abstract class that is with the name shape is you will write the state keyword as abstract, followed by class as a keyword, and followed by name of the class is shape. And this, what are the members of this shape class is two abstract methods. So how to define the abstract methods or how to declare the abstract methods with the syntax we have already learned. So we will just have two abstract methods within this abstract class. That is, one is calculate area and one is calculate perimeter without any parameters. And we have to calculate the area of a shape. We have to calculate area of perimeter. So that will definitely return some particular value. So what type of data it is returning is double. So we say double calculate area is the method which is returning double type of value after calculating the area of a particular shape. And as it is of type abstract, the body of the method will not exist here. In fact, the body of a method will exist in the subclass. So this is about creation of the abstract class shape. Now there is an inheritance from shape to circle and triangle. So we should be able to create the classes called as circle and triangle, which should be inherited from or which should be extended from shape. So we can see here we have created one more class named as circle extend shape. That means there is an inheritance between shape and circle. And to find out the area of a circle, we know that pi r square is the formula. And as pi r square is the formula, to calculate the area of circle, we need radius to be given. So we have declared one variable called as radius, which is of type double. So private double radius statement is going to declare an instance variable for a class circle of type double. And as we say it is private, that means this variable will not be used outside, will not be accessible outside the class. We have created one constructor which is going to pass the parameter from the object, a creation statement from the main class, you can say the radius value, and that radius parameter will be copied into the instance variable, that is radius of class circle. So how do you write the constructor here is, name of the constructor is circle, using one single parameter, that is radius, and radius is copied into this dot radius, that means instance variable of the given class. We have to override now these two methods. We say that it has been extended from the class shape, and class shape has two different abstract methods, calculate area and calculate perimeter. So these two methods definition will exist in the subclass. So we have defined one method called as calculate area, which is overridden. We are overriding a method calculate area from shape to circle. And what calculate area should do? It should be able to calculate the area of a circle and it should return to the parent. So how we can write that statement is, we can just say return pi r square. So pi value, you can also write 3.14 or 22 by 7 in the given formula, or you can use the constant value, that is pi, whose value is already known from the math class. So you can just say math.pi. So pi is a variable, that is a static variable whose value is already known, and that value you can access it from the math class, and that can be multiplied with radius square. And after calculation, the area can be returned back to the parent. We have also overridden, or we are overriding one more method called as calculate perimeter. And what is the formula for perimeter of a circle is 2 pi r. So just we have applied the formula there, and we are returning after calculating the value to the parent. So this is about the subclass, that is circle, with two different methods which are we have overridden it, and one more class now we have to write it, that is what is triangle. So triangle is also one of the subclass from shape. So we have written class triangle extends shape. And after that, we how to calculate the area of a triangle and how to calculate the perimeter of a triangle. So perimeter of triangle is very simple. So all three sides, if you add it, that becomes the perimeter of a circle. So if we have three sides given, side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 will become the perimeter of a triangle. As far as the area of a triangle is concerned, there are multiple formulas which we can use it, half base into height, or anyway we are making use of three different sides to find out the perimeter of a triangle. Can we use same three sides to find out the area of a triangle? Yes, definitely we do that. So what we have done here, you can see here, in class triangle, we have declared three various instance variables, that is side 1, side 2 and side 3, which are of type double. And we have also declared with the access specifier as a private. That means these variables will not be accessible outside the class. We have also defined one constructor, that is parameterized constructor. So while creating the object of a triangle class, we'll be passing three values, and those three values will be nothing but the side 1, side 2 and side 3 of the triangle. And whatever the parameters we have passed, those parameters we are storing it into the instance variable using this as a keyword. Now, after having the constructor, that is parameterized constructor, as there is an inheritance from a class shape to the triangle, and shape is abstract class which contains two abstract methods. These two abstract methods we should override these two abstract methods in the class triangle. So we have just overridden one method, calculate area, which is returning a type that is double. And here what we are doing is we are calculating the area of triangle. So what is the area of a triangle? If you try to find out using three sides of a triangle is, first we have to find out side, which is nothing but the addition of all those sides, that is side 1, side 2, side 3 divided by 2. And if you find out the square root of s into s minus side 1 into s minus side 2 into s minus side 3, that becomes the area of a triangle as far as the sides are given as an input. So we have written the formula there, and we have written the calculated value to the parent. We have also overridden one more method called as calculate perimeter. So calculate perimeter is a method which is going to find out the perimeter of a triangle, and the formula to find out the perimeter of a triangle is side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. So this is what we have overridden two methods also in the class triangle. So if you just go back to this particular diagram where we say we have a shape class, we have circle and triangle class with the methods, abstract methods, and overriding is happening over here. So this is what the code we have to write it. Now, to access or to calculate the area of a triangle or circle, to find out the perimeter of a circle or triangle, we should be able to create the objects of these classes in the main class, and we should be able to call these methods. And also remember one thing, as we say number of times, method overriding we are doing. That means what? The name as well as the signature of the parent method is exactly same. Whatever the signature you have given it in the parent class, whatever signature you have given, signature of a method you have written in the super class, the same signature, same name, you have to write it, or you have to override it in a subclass. Then only the method overriding happens. So we have defined all these three classes. Now, we have to create a main class where we'll be creating an object of these classes, and we'll be calling the methods calculate area and calculate perimeter for the respective shape. But remember once again one thing, as the class name shape is abstract class, we cannot create an object of shape. And anyway, we don't need the object of shape, right? We need the object only of either circle or triangle. And whether you consider either it is a circle or a triangle, both are nothing but shapes. So I'll just show you how the main class will be. So we have to write the main class, which will contain the main method, public static void main, and inside the body of this main method, we will create the object of either circle or triangle, which are inherited from abstract class shape. So see here, this is what I am trying to create, a object of circle class with a radius. Because when you say here, while creating an object of circle, parameterized constructor is there. And to have the parameterized constructor, we are passing one single value, which is acting as radius of circle. So that is how we have created an object of circle by passing the radius, suppose 10. We have created one triangle object for which we are passing three different sides. First side, side 1, side 2, and side 3. And after creating the objects of these shapes, that is circle and triangle, we will calculate the area and perimeter of both the shapes and display those. So we can call the calculate area method, calculate perimeter method for both the objects like circle and triangle, and those values can be displayed onto the screen. So we have just written here that system.out.print circle area. This is nothing but circle.calculate area. So it is going to invoke, or it is going to execute the calculate area method of circle class, and it will find out the area of a circle, and it will return back, and that value will be printed on the screen. Same way you'll be calling the method calculate perimeter for circle, and same way you'll be calling two different methods, calculate area and calculate perimeter, for triangle object also. So this will become your main class. So after knowing the multiple classes to be defined and how to create the object of them, those classes in the main class, we will just see how we'll be able to execute this program in any of the IDE and what will be the output of the program. So as the program is already been explained here, I have already typed this particular program in IDE so that I can just execute and show the output to you. We have created the class called as abstract class, which contains two abstract methods, that is calculate area and calculate perimeter. This is what abstract class shape. We have created one class named circle, which is extending from shape. That means there is an inheritance. Circle will have an additional parameter called as radius. That radius you will pass it via constructor when you are creating the object of circle. And you are overriding two different methods. One is calculate area and calculate perimeter. Calculate area will return the calculated area of the circle, and perimeter is going to return the perimeter of a circle. This is about class circle. Then we have created one more class named as triangle, which is again inherited from shape. And what are the additional parameters for triangle is side 1, side 2, side 3. And all these three sides are set using the parameterized constructor while creating the object. And you have also overridden again two various methods, that is calculate area and calculate perimeter. So calculate area will find out the area of a triangle, and calculate perimeter will find out the perimeter of a triangle, and it will return back to the parent. This is about the classes. Then you have a main class which contains public static void main. You have created two different objects of the classes like circle and triangle, and you have just call the calculate area and calculate perimeter on the respective objects, and you have displayed it on the screen. It's a very simple problem or very simple program as well. I'll just execute it and just see what will be the output of the program. You can see here. Here I have written that I want to print first the message as circle. So it has displayed the message as circle. After that, it is finding out the circle area. So here you can see circle area. Calculate area has been called, and what is the radius of a circle is 10. Same way, perimeter has been calculated using the formula 2 pi r. After that, you want triangle message to come. So I've just written system.out.print triangle. Triangle message has come, and then triangle area and triangle perimeter is also been displayed by calling the methods calculate area and calculate perimeter on the object of triangle class. So this is what the output of lab program number 6. I hope all of you understood it and you have learned it. Thank you all. In the next video lecture, I'll be explaining you lab program number 7. Thank you.